guys. Okay, so thank you for the last video, letting me just rant and rave and get things out of my head and onto the internet. Sometimes that's needed in life, you know, to just like blah. And maybe you shouldn't publish that, but I did. So anyway, let's move on to AI and if it's going to take over our jobs and my thoughts on it now that I've played with it a little bit, now that I've fully immersed myself in it. I've talked to clients, see how they're using it, all the above. There's gonna be a lot of caveats, of course. There's a lot of thoughts. First and foremost, let's just cut to the chase. Yes, I think if you write only SEO focused content with like no personality, no anything, I think you better start planning accordingly. I think you better start planning for the robots to take your job. I think if you write like the 10 best websites for the blah blah, the best books on this topic, like, and you focus on keyword stuffing, you do blogging, I think yes, the technology, I don't care what anyone says, is going to catch up faster than we thought, and some of it is really really good. If it's something that can be pulled from the internet that already exists, you better start planning accordingly, okay? So there's that. If you write a lot of copy, a lot of very personality driven, a lot of with the angle of using like human psychology and like sales and marketing and stuff, I think you're fine, because the robots can't quite figure out humans yet. Right? Like they're not that smart, unfortunately, because I would love a very smart human. However, Siri still sends me to like Nebraska when I'm asking to go to the airport. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think if they get to that point, I think we are so far off that like I wouldn't worry about that yet. Like if you're writing, anyone who's writing like $5 articles and just cheap writing, yes, done. It's over. It's over. It's a matter of time. I'm using it all the time for research now. Because I type in like 2 things and it pops me back like 800 words on like research. Now, I don't take that and copy and paste it. I don't anything. I'm just like, oh, okay, like now I understand this topic or this product or this like industry or this keyword. I'm like, oh, okay, I get that now. So that's how I'm using it. And oh boy, is it fast and quick, and it's down half the time. So like there's that problem. Like GPT chat or whatever is down all the time. So, but in order to take it to the next level, and anyone who does like sales writing, marketing, super psychology driven stuff, you're fine. That is my stance on it. That is the thesis of this video. Goodbye. Now moving on. Now, why I think everybody's freaking out and panicking, let's talk about that, is because I think people are very sentimental about careers and history and like, just sentimental value across the board. And, you know, part of my mental breaking this month is just like, I've decided to just, if I want to say something mean, I'm going to say something mean, but like, I'm not sentimental about writing as a career path. I'm not. If the robots take my job, the robots take my job, and I will pivot and I will move on. I will be okay. I think a lot of people still want to hear from writers because they like the writer. Like we all have favorite writers and stuff, and I don't think that will ever go away because like I'm not going to follow a robot. Like I'm not interested so far in what they've put out. It's not that intriguing. Whereas like writers and people, I love to follow them and their content, etc. So I think in that part we're okay, but I think a lot of people are like, oh, it'll never happen, it'll never take our jobs or whatever, because they're too sentimental about writing as a career, and I'm not. If it goes away, it goes away. Just like when Blockbuster died, right? Netflix is better. Sorry, goodbye, good riddance. You either innovate or you die. That is how it goes in this world. I don't know what to tell you. Like we don't need to keep track of like other industries and other jobs as things change, needs are met, things happen. We don't need to keep them. So I think a lot of people who hate AI writing are writers who are too sentimental about writing as a profession. Just because it is how it is now doesn't mean it's how it always will be. But same with but this extension now goes into AI art. I understand artists are livid. It is pulling art from actual artists to create art. So I don't know where the copyright infringement is going to fall in all of this. I have no idea. I am not a lawyer. I have no idea how that's going to play out legally over time. I just know it's here. And I think a part of us needs, I'm sure copyright lawyers will be out there arguing their points, and that is fair, 100% fair. Lord knows Disney has a way to keep their lawyers all over the internet, and Nintendo. You can't share gaming content from Nintendo that often because they will just they'll find you and they'll strike it. So I don't know how that argument's gonna play out and how much of AI writing takes from copyright infringement. I don't know those are answers yet. I just know it's here. And I'm not sentimental about careers dying. If we don't have artists in the future, then we don't have artists. I don't know, guys. We don't need to sit around to be upset about it. Let's just figure out how to innovate, move on. So if you're a writer, you need to start writing copy and articles and blogs and stuff that is smarter and better than AI. So you now need to, instead of rallying and spending all of your time and energy on no one's going to use it, I hate it, it's stupid, no one. Okay, here's what it produces. How can I be better than this? How can I make my writing more intriguing, more interesting? How can I do more research to take it to another level that the robots can't? That's all you need to focus on. That's it. That's my thoughts on. But like I said, not sentimental. This is my life and my career. And if it goes away, it goes away. But I also think we should undo Paul Revere's grave and build townhouses. So don't ask me about sentimental things. I think that's pretty much it. Sorry, that was just a side note because I was just in Boston so long ago, and I was sitting there and I was like, damn, this would make a really nice riverfront property. That's where my brain went. I'm like, this should be a house. But thankfully there are people who are sentimental, so we actually preserve things in this world. Side tangent. Anyway, that's pretty much it. That's what I think. I think it's here, I think it's coming, and I think you should prepare accordingly. That's it. Bye, guys.